some fun on the old PlayStation. It's been a while actually since I bust this one out. I don't even have a PS5. I still believe they don't exist, chat, because I never got one during the days of I think COVID when it dropped, and now I'm still using my PS4, which I actually quite love whenever I get a chance to use it. And now we get to play a game with it. So welcome back, and good to see you all here. I'm going to try to bring this up on screen for me, but you all can see it. And we'll jump in here in just a moment. Let's see if I can do... Oh, maybe I can do this. Okay, so not that. Let's try this. Ah, perfect. Okay. Damn good music. Um, there we go. All right, cool. Democracy. Democracy. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. So, yeah, again, if you guys want to get it, link down below in the description on the YouTube description. And, yeah, it's out now. Console, obviously, so you can get it pretty much anywhere on any console there. And, yeah, it just came out today. Yep. This has already been on PC, so you may have seen this game before or played it before, but now it's on console for the first time. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. I don't actually... I've seen these games before many times, and I've kind of wanted to play them because they do remind me of those grand strategy games, but in a different format. And we're going to have to do more things political. And as you all know, we're politically leaning towards the Pizza Party here. Remember, we're running as Raptorians on the Pizza Party platform, and then eventually achieving world domination. Probably through pizza. And or endless buffets of decadence. Decadent Chinese meal. Democracy manifest. All right, let's jump in. Nice, good music. All right, well, welcome aboard, everybody. Democracy 4. I have not played this before, so this is not only my first look into the console edition of Democracy, but I've not played Democracy 1, 2, 3, or 4 before on consoles, so this is going to be a double treat for me. I don't know what compass is. Political compass, maybe? Oh, I see. The graph plots 50 election victories and shows where the left, right, liberal, conservative spectrum of your country was at each victory. An icon represents the country you were governing. Oh, at the time. Oh. Okay, so this is like a future, like something you can come back to see exactly where you ended up. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump back and so there's basically no data except for actual historical figures. Okay. Options. All right, looking good. Trophies. Oh, so we got achievements here, basically. Or I think, yeah, like PlayStation calls them trophies. And they tell you exactly how to get them, too, which is kind of nice, because then if you're a 100%er, you can actually do it that way. Chat, what nation are we going to govern, by the way? We gotta take over a country. The warmongering Swiss? Or where's the food the tastiest? Vietnam? Mexico? Italy? Ooh. We might have to take over a country with really good food. And then inject nothing but flavorless American pizza, like Domino's. All right, that's kind of cool. All right, let's check the player guide real quick. Oh, that is a TLDR. For me, anyway. Wall of text. But certainly a good way to... Actually not too long for a game that you'd think would have a lot of things to learn about. Events, dilemmas, elections, terrorism, finances. Oh, so exciting. The world of finance. All right, let's go. Oh, new game. Oh, they got some recommended ones here. Oh, we can see U.S. stats. Population, 328 freedom. Million freedoms. Largest city, New York City. Oh, wow, they even break down agricultural land, ethnicity, national anthem. Oh, really? Wow. Top tourist destination in the U.S. is the Grand Canyon. Most popular food, cheeseburger. So if you were standing near the Grand Canyon eating a cheeseburger, you're doing it right. And biggest industry in the U.S. is real estate? No way. Is that for real? That's interesting. I had no idea. Oh, and then there's different adjustments. Wow, that they did a lot of work to bring all this together. Well, I mean, It was probably already pre-existing. Look at that. Oh, most popular food for the UK. Here we go. Fish and chips. We're going to go through every nation and see what the popular food is till we get bored. God Save the Queen. Wait, wealthiest citizen. Did it list that for the U.S.? Or was it just random facts? Oh, biggest industry, real estate. Oh, it's just random facts. So, Sir James Dyson is the wealthiest citizen in the UK. They export cars, turbojets, crude oil, and gold and medication. So there's just random stats for these folks. Okay. I guess the anthem now would be God Save the King, right? Instead of God Save the Queen. Oh, yeah, it is there. Yep, all right, they updated it. Cool. Japan? Wow, I was just here. Let's see, 126 million people living in Japan versus 65 million in the UK. Wow, Japan outnumbers the UK. That's crazy. World leader in robotics production. Oh, it doesn't have their most popular food. To be fair, it's all food, to be fair. National obsessions are video games and animation. Member of the United Nations, the OECD, WTO, and G7. Interesting. Oh boy, France. Alex's home territory. Yep, national obsession, gastronomy, aka food. Equality, wine, and competitive cycling. Oh yeah, true. And they also export beverages. Oh, aka wine, probably. They're a world leader in luxury goods, tourism, welfare, state funding, and exporting electricity. I guess all that certain flat land with the windmills would be important. Anything on food for Canada? Oh, Canada has the longest coastline. Yeah, it makes sense. National obsessions are maple syrup, ice hockey, politeness, and diversity. Okay, now these are that's actually kind of funny. Actually, pretty funny. 37 million in Canada versus probably 100 and something for France. Population, wow, they don't even have any sort of commas in their population. Interesting. And also part of Canada speaks French. Australia. That's Rod Gray territory. Iron ore, coal, natural gas, education-related services, personal travel. Largest world leader of being the largest island, yeah. And well-being of youth. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh. National obsession. BBQs. And beach life. Okay, hold on. All right. Australia just became a high contender for the top spot. Let's see. So we have Spain. 46 million, almost 47. Long lunch breaks. Oh, damn. Spain might be hard to contend with. Germany. Let's see. Climate and energy policies. Number of zoos. Wow. Over 400. Not too much in Germany for, like, interesting food stuff. Pharmaceuticals. It's very serious business with the Germans. But the Italians must have something. Coffee, football, healthy Mediterranean diet, family. Oh, it's like Olive Garden. So when you're in Italy, like, when you're there, your family? Italy should totally take that over from Olive Garden. Italy, when you're here, your family. Like, yeah, come on in for our unlimited soup and breadsticks. I mean, you got to buy them, but they're unlimited. I mean, one person can't eat that much. And South Korea. World's largest reserve army. Yeah, got some troublemakers next door. Largest number of high school graduates. And fastest internet speed? Oh my god, they banned Comcast. South Korea has been successfully able to ban the terrorist organization known as Comcast/Xfinity. Wow. Good for them. Wow. Well done. Let's see. Adjustments. I don't know exactly what that means. All right, guys. Who's got the best food? We're going to go by food. I mean, Australia's pretty damn good with the barbecue and the beach life. So we got burgers, fish and chips, ramen, baguettes, poutine, shrimp on the barbie. What does Spain got? I don't know about any sort of famous Spanish dish that I've had. A lot of people say Spanish rice, but I don't even know if that's Spanish. Germany, you got Flammkuchen. The Italians, any sort of pasta, pizza, all that kind of stuff. And then South Korea, I know there's that drink called soju, and they really like mukbang and like they like top ramen and stuff too, which isn't necessarily Korean, but also they eat a lot of spam, I think, in South Korea and Japan too. Tapas? Oh, tapas for Spain. Spain is here. Well, I don't know who we should pick. I kind of leaning towards Japan because I found it interesting, well, because I recently was there. But I kind of also swung by France a little bit, technically, and then a little bit in Germany, but none of these other countries. I passed through Germany on a train, and same with France. And it looks like America is easy. Great Britain, Japan are hard. France is like a medium difficulty. Canada is like no difficulty whatsoever, apparently. Australia's 2, Spain is 4, Germany 2, Italy 4, and South Korea 2. Well, let's go ahead and do a little warm-up in the U.S., and then we'll come back when we learn a little bit. Let's just do a little bit. Oh, bangers and mash is better than fish and chips. Korea. Oh, bibimbap. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's do the U.S. and change some stuff here. We're just going to do a little warm-up here and then just see how it goes. So player's party name, we're going to be the Pizza Party. And we're running on the Pizza Party platform. Let's see. Pizza. Oh, the anti-corruption movement. I wish. That would be shut down quick. Oh, it's L2. All right. We're going with the Pizza Party. Oh, the Pizza Pirates. That'd be awesome. You really can't say no to the Pizza Party because, you know, that'd be a free pizza for everybody in the nation. And, oh, opposition party name. Oh, who would be against us? Who would be anti-pizza? Opposition party. I know. Oh, Susan? Yeah, I was thinking about YouTube, but it's got to either be YouTube or Comcast. I know. I got it. Oh, yeah. I wonder if we could put in the little TM. Tee-hee. We'll go with that. Comcast and YouTube. No fun. Nobody have no slow internet speed. Everything demonetized. Nobody move. KFC. Difficulty, I guess we'll leave that alone. I don't know anything about that, so we'll just learn as we go. Compulsory voting, political apathy. Let's leave it alone. Okay, I think we're good. Let's begin. Wait, what do I got to hold to move forward? Hold to start. Triangle. There we go. All right. Awarding government contracts to buddies. Panicking about approval ratings. Redacting information in tax returns. Adding bureaucracy. Anything else? Entertaining foreign dictators. Welcome! Alright, so we're just doing this for a warm-up. So once I got the hang of it, we'll go try just peek around some other nations just to see what it's like. Alright, welcome to Democracy 4. You've just started your first term as president. Oh my god, I was elected! Hell yeah! Woo! We did it, chat. We did it. We came to the pinnacle of the top of greatness. And as your chief of staff, I'm here to explain how things work. The icons below show you a few key indicators of the state of our country. Hopefully you can change things for the better and get re-elected after your term is up. Press X to start governing. Well, hold on a second. We need to have a lengthy approval process if we want to actually start governing. We'll need to tax a lot of people, and then you guys will have to submit requests to possibly get some of those tax dollars that we shouldn't have taken from you in the first place. Perhaps you can have the privilege of permission of having your money back with no interest or whatnot. If we F up at the government, maybe we'll pay you back, but if you F up, that's going to be interest and penalties, and we'll be able to go back 7 years to see if you effed up. We effed up? Oh, you can only go back 4. Can only go back 4 if we F up. But fair and balanced, fair system for all citizens. Fair, lady liberty and taxes, all fair and blind justice. Yeah, seems fair. Cool. Congratulations on your election victory. At the recent elections, your party won with a majority of 10%. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. This will give you some political power to implement your policies. Welcome to your new job as president. The lives of all 328 million citizens are now in your hands. Good. Well, technically Disney and Exxon and who I actually am beholden to as, their Pinkerton. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations that concern you and you'll need to deal with as soon as possible while keeping an eye on the long-term improvements of our citizens' quality of life. You mean the banking sector's profitability and endless profits of corporate quality of life? What the hell are they talking about? Please do not forget that you face re-election in 4 years, so you will need to monitor the opinion polls of our party membership. Good luck. Mm-hmm. So GDP is 59%, health 53%. We got to get that down. We got to get that number down. Education, got to get that down too. Unemployment 55%. Are you kidding me? That's gargantuan. I wonder if this is just random every time you play. Unemployment is 55%. What the hell happened? Crime 69. Nice. All right, we're doing good in the crime department. All right, that's good. And then poverty is at 26%. Wait. Oh, I guess everybody's quit their job because everybody's rich. But I see. There's a lot of bank robberies going on. Everyone quit their job to go rob banks, and that's why there's no poverty. So technically, they're not. You don't want to report that employment to the government. So technically, almost half the people are out robbing banks. But they're getting shot by the police, which explains the health. And GDP, that's always going to suck, I guess. Main screen. The main screen in Democracy 4 shows the current state of the country. Radio menu shows the ministers you currently have in your cabinet, each representing a different government department. This shows you the level of your political capital. You can spend capital whenever you adjust a policy or implement a new one. Your points are generated by loyal members of your cabinet. That's good. Only loyalty. By selecting a minister, you can see all different objects within a department, such as policies, laws, voter groups, and values for important concepts such as health and the education of our citizens. Ah, yes. Voters! These strips on the left side of the screen represent groups of voters, with the colored progress bars indicating how happy they are with your government. The lighter area behind the text shows the percentage of the electorate that is in each of these groups. Oh, I see. One of the key concepts of Democracy 4 is to understand that individual voters can be members of many different voter groups at once, and the extent to which they'll identify with those groups is itself variable. You will never get in all of these voter groups entirely to entirely approve of you, so as are some opposites. Okay. Go ahead and select one of the ministers and see what different policies, laws, voter groups, and values are related to them. Mm-hmm. I can't really see, sir. Oh, here we go. Policies are represented as blue circles in the radio menu. You can start the game with some already implemented, but most can be canceled and many more can be added. They can also be adjusted. Policies are the primary method you will use to govern the country. Filters. The relative importance of the policies, statistics, and situations can be toggled by pressing square. This will allow you to order them by different values, such as how financially important they are. Also, the percentage of icons in the background is an indicator to how important it is to the current filter. You also filtered policies and statistics and situations in every department by selecting all category on the main screen and applying a filter. Let's take a look at the specific group of voters and find out more about them. Press L2 and select the middle income voters by pressing X. Do we want to look at middle income? Okay. It won't let me go through. I see. The window shows detailed information on a specific group of voters. Each group of voters have their own opinions and priorities, and in every event or policy they'll affect each group in different ways. The chart currently shows the opinion of these voters over time, or you can select the income or group membership over time. This area shows a list of different inputs to make to this voter group and how to make the group feel. How they make the group feel. Green effects are good and positive, and red effects are bad and negative. Those effects may change over time as policies, situations, or values change. The sum of all these effects go towards determining how the group feels. Drilling down. You can select an individual effect to go to the policy, situation, or statistics detail screen, allowing you to see more information about that item. For example, press X to show the influence income tax has on the middle class voters. And here we are at the detail screen for income tax. You can do this for almost any effect between two items. Income tax is a policy, and this screen shows you the effects that policy is having. The slider is used to control the specific policy. You can use it to adjust income tax up or down, which will change the effects it has on all the linked items, such as voter groups, situations, and statistical data. Experiment with the slider and then press X. You probably noticed the effects show two different values as you move the slider: current darker effect, and the effect with the slider is new position. The values will move from where they are to the new position over time, based on the inertia time in number of turns. At the far right of each effect, if that value is 0, the effect will be at the new level by the start of the next turn. Okay. Let's leave things as they are for now. Press triangle to revert any changes you made in the policy detail page, as we want to leave the policy untouched despite having adjusted the slider. Right, that's enough looking at income tax. Press circle to go to the main screen. Statistics. Let's take a look at the last type of icon, the statistical data. Press X on any of the statistical data icons you want more information on. Working week. We can increase or decrease the number of hours in a work week. Industrial automation. This screen shows information on a national statistic, like a situation that has causes and effects. Be aware that some statistical values are good things that we want high, like health. Others, bad things that we want low, such as crime. There's nothing we can do or change on this screen. Okay. Pay attention to the value in the center icon. That's political capital. Represents the amount of support your government has to get things done. You have a limited amount of political capital per turn. Each turn is a quarter of a year. Okay, so 3 months. When you run out, you need to end the turn to get more. Some political capital can be carried over to the next turn, but not all. Press X on the central icon. You can carry over some, but not all. Interesting. Interesting. Political capital is used when you adjust policies, cancel them, or introduce new ones. Different policies require in different amounts. Depending on how controversial they are, capital is generated by your by ministers. I guess it would be Congress in this case, or maybe the people in the cabinet. Your popularity and how dramatically you won the previous election. Okay. Close the political capital window for now by pressing circle. There's much more to see, but we'll come to that later. Once you've finished what you could do or want to do in a quarter, it's time to end the turn. Hold triangle to view the quarterly report. Denying responsibility for the economy. This is the quarterly report. It will highlight some key indicators which impact upon the current state of the country, plus there may be other information you need to be aware of. Urgent dilemmas may appear that need your attention this quarter. Anyway, I can see you have a lot of work to attend to. I'll let you get to work. There are other pages that explore a lot. Will be necessary for your term as president, which you can access with L1, R1, and looking at the time. However, I'm sure that the government is in safe hands now. I'll be around to explain any new concepts. However, if you need a refresher on what we've already discussed, you can reset the tutorial in the options, press X. Oh, good. I'm free to be president now? Cool. Child labor law. Urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. Situation intimate. Our data is showing that we have that we have a potentially bad situation, drug addiction, on our hands if we do not act soon. Polls report. The people are indifferent to your government. We estimate getting 45% of the vote in an election. What do you mean? I just won the election with 10% more. How the hell did I lose 15% after being elected? I've been here one day and people are like, yeah, I don't know. What happened? What did I do? Cabinet report. The loyalty of your ministers can be best described as supportive. Their effectiveness is generally considered to be passable. Economic forecast. Good news, the global economy is doing well, and that's having a positive effect on our GDP. Budget report, government is currently running a budget deficit of 102.34 billion. We should take steps to reduce this. Great. Hi, Emma. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Here's a summary of the current state of your nation as reported by various ministries and departments. Oh, that's what we saw before, the GDP, health, education, unemployment, and poverty. Okay. Ooh. Intel. Oh, security briefing. This is your intelligent briefing room. It'll monitor a number of organizations. Some of them are relatively harmless, but they can act as gateways into more extremist, dangerous groups, so we will still need to keep an eye on their membership. Our chances of preventing attacks on government will vary based on what security policies you have in place. Section of the screen shows you which security measures you have already in place and which security measures could be put in place. By pressing X of the grayed out policies, you can create new security policies to help keep our government secure. Okay. Avengers of Mother Earth. Marxism Now. The Provincial Defense Brigade. We'll come back to that later. Security. Oh, secret courts. Torture usage by secret services. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Okay, it's time to see how to create a new policy. The advisors have prepared a list of all the new policies for you to select from. The policies are divided into categories seen as tabs on the left. Details of a selected party are on the right. Those in red cannot currently be implemented due to a lack of political capital. Select a policy and then press X. This is the new policy you can choose to implement. You can adjust the slider on new policies for free without using up political capital. Be aware that some policies time to implement. I think the word take was missing there. Be aware that some policies take time to implement, which means that it would be a while before they are fully operational. Oh. So we can have a foreign policy, welfare, economy tax, public services, law and order, and transport. Income. Oh boy. The chart shows a breakdown of the government income or revenue. If revenue is less than expenditure, the shortfall or deficit will be made from the government borrowing. This might be okay in the short term, but borrowing increases the national debt. All debt will incur interest payments. You can press X on any item to see further details. Opinion polls. Onion polls. This chart shows the estimate of percentage of the electorate that claim they would vote for you. If there were an election right now, this may not be accurate, as the turnout is unlikely to be 100%. Voters with no strong view either way may not show up to vote on election day unless it's made compulsory. Ooh. Uh-oh. ComTube is gaining members. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is the electioneering screen where you can choose between different tabs to view different aspects of your party and candidates' chances for re-election. Some options, such as speeches and manifestos, may not be applicable until just before the election, so it's probably best to concentrate on running the country until then. Mm-hmm. So this is our... Okay, there's people starting to become more fanatically opposed to us. Nobody's super crazy supportive. Nobody here likes pizzas? What the hell? ComTube has 17 million members and 1 million activists. Look at our rookie numbers, chat, for pizza. We've only got less than 10,000 people who like pizza and only 2,000 people who would admit to be activists for it. We got to get... These are rookie numbers for pizza. What the hell? Oh man, this is bad. We're going to have to get those numbers up. Cabinet. This shows you who you have working in each government department. Each minister will have a different level of experience and loyalty, both of which may change over time. Experienced ministers are made more effective at their jobs. Oh, okay. They can get policies implemented faster and cheaper. Be aware that over time the loyalty of your ministers may vary. Disloyal ministers will provide less political capital, so you may eventually need to consider firing some, or maybe reshuffling the cabinet entirely. Also, be aware that each minister is popular with different voter groups, so having them in the cabinet may keep certain voters happy to an extent. I'll leave you to decide the career prospects of your colleagues. Don't forget you can always view potential replacement ministers before you fire anyone. Quarterly report. Okay, that's just a breakdown. Ooh, thanks to all the new followers, guys. Thanks for subbing and hanging out. Alright, I think for the most part, the tutorial is behind us now. Let's see voter groups. Oh, alphabetical. Oh, I see. We can sort it. Do it alphabetical? Okay. Commuters. The commuter group. Retired, self-employed, youth. Interesting. There's our security briefing. All right, so we got issues to resolve then. That's what they're telling us. So let's do that first. Wherever that screen was. Oh, here. Urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. Child labor. Too many of our younger citizens are leaving school early in order to take up low-paying jobs. Some are even skipping school to work full-time when they should be learning. The law is currently very weak with regards to preventing companies from employing under 16s in full-time positions. This proposed law would make it a criminal offense to knowingly employ someone under 16 for more than 5 hours a week. Criminalize child labor, leave law unchanged, or compromise. We could make speeches about how children should be in school until we are blue in the face, but unless we back up our words with legislation and threat of criminal action, our children will continue skipping school to earn money. We must back this law for the sake of the children. Won't somebody please think of the children? This law is unnecessary. The children who are skipping school are unlikely to be those who would pay attention in class anyway, and they're contributing to the economy by working instead. Also, we're running the risk of criminalizing small businessmen who may not know the age of people they employ on a casual basis. Well, you still need to see an ID. What the hell? Like, how would you know somebody's name and what to put on the check? You got to see an ID. Compromise. There are good arguments on both sides, so let's compromise and just tighten the law slightly so that the children can work no more than 10 hours a week. That makes everybody happy, right? Well, okay. So I'm not allowed to back out of this screen. What I would have liked to have done at this point is back out of this screen and then see more information about things that pertain to child labor. In other words, like, I don't know, how many people are educators or parents or whatever. I think we're going to criminalize child labor, though. I mean, it sounds like a good thing. I mean, if the kids are not in school, that means they're going to be at home or working. But if they're at home, there is a chance they could download Fortnite. And that's the last thing we need kids doing. Or Roblox. Could you imagine? They should be playing Democracy 4 with the link down below in the description. And that's what they should be doing after homework. You know what I mean? On console. Available now. Alright. So what does this do? Oh, I think this... Okay. Oh, okay. So I think that increases our happiness with liberals, parents, trade unionists, socialists, GDP. It hurts the GDP by 2%. Damn, 2% of the GDP was coming from child labor? Damn. At best, we could have probably gone up to plus 6% by doing the 10-hour a week then or something. Education plus 4%. That's good. Didn't we have an education problem anyway? That's probably a good thing to do. Cool. All right, let's go solve another problem. Not all heroes wear capes. But as president, I sure as hell would try. Our data is showing that we have a potentially bad situation, drug addiction, on our hands if we do not act soon. Uh-oh. You like political management games? Yeah, I mean, technically, we're getting a lot of games this year that will have political management. So this is a good game to kind of simulate things that go beyond just a budget. A lot of games on the surface are just like, you know, if income positive, then country good. But this certainly tackles a lot more issues that you wouldn't expect in those games. Hard drugs are being traded freely on the streets. Our young citizens especially are becoming addicted to dangerous drugs. It's likely to fuel crime as well as being a disaster for the future health of our citizens. Yeah, it also did say we were having a problem with health at like 53 or 55%. Causes here: unemployment, prison overcrowding, poverty, narcotics, mental health, police force, state health services, drug enforcement agency, community policing, private health care, armed police. Oh, armed police are reducing that, but unemployment is increasing that. So we may want to work on jobs and prisons. Oh yeah, oh that's a good question. Are they paying taxes on these illegal drugs? No, so that's why it's illegal. Yeah, that'd be the only real determining factor. So there's cause and effect, okay. But it's asking me to choose something, I think. Oh, this is what will reduce it. Armed police. Don't we already have that? Arming police officers can be an effective strategy. I guess instead of just arming them, we would be like arming them more, like basically increasing funding, I think, like for DEA or something like that, like more departments or whatnot. I think that's how we should look at that. Because most police are already armed anyway in the world. Can we go back? Oh, okay, so we can go through a lot of these and see what it's like. Oh, okay, so we can go into even further policies here. Okay. So if we choose to do industrial automation, that will only make the problem worse, it seems. So maybe we could increase jobs? State-run schools, negative 27%. Wow. So there's actually a few options here. So we can choose a policy here. Like the Drug Enforcement Agency. But that would reduce violent crime. But that's not what we're seeing. That's an interesting way to put that. Can we fund them more? Ah, I see. Doesn't seem like it would take any time at all to... No changes in the implementation time. Kind of weird. Drug Enforcement Agency, if we modify that in any way, it doesn't seem to have any change. Ah, welcome. Welcome. More people voting for me. That's what you see on the screen. Good, more voters. Well, what would be our best option here? We already have private health care. We could modify that. We already have armed police. We could modify that. What about within the police force? don't see anything reducing drugs. Oof. You voted for me several times. Excellent. Keep up the good work. Also, you see, the higher that funding is, the more of those, what were they called? The political points or whatever that it takes. Mental health. Legal drug consumption. Working week. Selective schooling. Well, there's a lot of options here. I think we'll go with possibly working on the unemployment thing, because we also had 55% unemployment. So working on that might be two birds with one stone, right? Get people to work, which is, yeah, it's a double-edged sword against those two problems. Road building? Oh, hell yeah. Roads.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Oh. Never mind, we don't need them. Bro, oh yeah. Mr. President, we have a drug problem. Excellent. Let's begin the space program. Put all the funding into the space. Send all the, everybody to space. Private healthcare, telecom. The rail industry? Ooh. I'm not exactly sure how well that's going to affect the problem, though. But anyway, let's do something like that. Let's try to work on employment. And that at the same time. Art subsidies. Ooh, State Postal Service. Will the USPS solve the drug problem? Give them everything. Popularity with voters, 17%. I don't know. What do you guys think is the best option here? I don't see anything that seems to be an obvious, like, one-time solution. This would take multiple things, not just one. But I'm not sure exactly what we should do. What do we think? Early retirement? Mm-hmm. Interestingly enough, having the Drug Enforcement Agency kind of only just affects the... It says law and order, effectiveness 40, but I don't know if that affects drugs. I mean, it's a big decision, I think. And what is this narcotics one? Oh. There's different... Oh, it's not just funding at the bottom. It's actually a different policy. So we can outlaw narcotics. We could do medical cannabis, age limit for cannabis, legalize LSD, heroin, all drugs. That will clearly make that problem worse. How do I scroll down on that menu there? L2. Oh, tourism. Yeah, you'll be going on a trip, all right, if we legalize some of those things. That's for sure. It's interesting, like banning narcotics. There's like not a visible screen to see what it'll do to illegal narcotics. It's weird. I'm not seeing like something that seems to lead to a direct solution logically. But maybe let's just go with the police because they're already... Oh. Submachine guns. That's probably not going to change the... Well, that takes care of the crime problem a little bit. No, it doesn't seem to... Oh, it takes care of it by 1%. That'll cost us 3 points to change. I don't know. Let's just choose one here and see how it works. I'm not entirely sure. That's like 10% of your political capital. Yeah, but we gain more each turn, and each turn is only 3 months. So, what's the math on that? We got 4 years until the next election. So, and we're in our first year, our first 3 months. I don't know how many points we're gaining per turn, though. Maybe that'll change. I don't know how that will change. We'll have to see. Whatever, let's just go with this. All right. So we've adjusted the problem for that, drug addiction. Did I spend those points? Did they disappear now? Oh, we have 31 points. Oh, we have quite a bit, actually. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's the breakdown. Okay, so we get 11, well, 10 from our ministers, 3 for popularity, and 2 for having a majority. Okay. The post-election boost, we get an extra 1%. So we're getting 17.76. Hell yeah, brother. You damn right we are. 1776 freedoms per turn. You goddamn right, brother. Hell yeah. Capital currently available, not 31. Maximum 34. All right. Nice. So that'll change every turn and how much we're getting. All right. Let me try to solve some of those other problems. Where were the... there we go. All right, let's move on to the next one. People are indifferent to your government. We estimate getting 45% of the vote in an election. Well, that's 4 years away, so it's like kind of hard to... Yeah, we can use 17 per turn, yeah. I don't know if there's a maximum, though, that we can, like, float. They said there's a maximum we can carry over. But I don't know how much, then. Yeah. Loyalty of your ministers, they're supportive. Okay, that's fine, then. Okay, the global economy seems fine. And we're running a deficit. Okay, who do we blame for that? Everyone else. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next one. 34 is max? Okay. The chart screen shows a number of vital indicators for your economy over time. Global economy will influence your own GDP. Your debt level should always be a concern, as when it gets too high, the bond market may get nervous and charge a higher interest rate, which could lead to a debt spiral. Okay. Interest rate 1.70. Reserves, income, expenditure, global economy. Okay. Voter types. This is the polling data. It shows lines for each of your voter groups indicating how their opinion of the government has changed over time. You can toggle each line on and off by pressing triangle in each voter group by selecting them, but let's come back to that later. Let's check out the focus groups while we can. R2 to go to the focus group subpage. Okay. These individuals are members of a random focus group. Select an individual voter and press X to see more information about them. For each individual, the diagram shows the extent to which they associate with each voter group they are in, the opinion they get from that association, and how that all comes together to show off the final opinion they have of your government. All right, so what does Tiffany Wood think of the government? Mildly unhappy. All right, have her killed. Jasmine killed. Who in the hell is this? Aaron Richardson. Killed. Hey, wait a minute. Kelsey Sanchez, are you using a fake ID? Wait a minute. Tiffany Wood, if that is your real name, Kelsey Sanchez. We just solved a crime. Oh my God. Well, it's the first job done as president. On my first day, I've solved a crime. Nice try. Nice try, Kelsey, if that is your real name. Allison, how? Oh my God, she's pretending to be 3 people. Oh my God. Oh my God. An illegal election ring. She's trying to vote 3 different times. Actually, she probably doesn't even care about the election. She's probably just trying to get, like, I'm assuming she's probably just trying to get, like, a Netflix account, you know? Like trying to pretend to be somebody else to get their Netflix and Hulu accounts. That's what I would do. If I were a criminal. Yeah, in the legal fantasy world of crime. That I would not be in. Okay, it looks like a lot of people are just unhappy. Oh, that is a sweet hoodie. Look at that guy. It looked like a dinosaur hoodie. I love that. Is there anybody happy in this area? Oh, here we go. Sean Riviera. Loyalty 52%. Activision. Oh, he's for sure gonna vote. Disposable income $65,000. He makes $102,000 a year, but we can't see what he does as a job. List of changes to the state of your country once you were first elected. Oh yeah, stability dropped, charity went up, business confidence, CO2 emissions. Wait, what? People drove less for that day? I suppose they were at home watching the election. The environment did better because people weren't driving as much, I guess. Look at all this stuff. Air travel, oil demand, rail industry, water industry, telecom, lifespan. People were dying the night that I got elected. They couldn't believe it. People were having a heart attack. Oh my God, that YouTuber? Ugh. Whoa. I haven't even really made any policies yet, so... Are these the other are these the politicians in our cabinet or whatever? I think these are people who are in our... Because this says politicians. Oh wait, here. Oh, those, okay. That's actual politicians, okay. There you go. Alright, so the voters are leaning to capitalist conservative, okay. Well, somewhere between. Mostly on the right, though. Show turns. Oh, okay, so this will show what they'll be... Okay, it could show changes, I see. Oh, there we go. So we've already implemented the child labor law and armed police. I don't know if that means approval will go up. Dude, this game is cool. There's so many great spreadsheets here. This is great. Wealthy, state employees, socialists, capitalists, commuters, everyone self-employed. What is that at the bottom? Trade unionist. I'm on to you, Mario. You get your ass back to the Mushroom Kingdom right now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and then there's options for... Oh, okay, here's the manifestos that he was talking about earlier. Manifestos promises are optional, but if you need a last-minute pre-election boost, making grandiose claims to the electorate may be a good idea. Be warned, if you do get reelected, you'll be punished by the voters if you break these promises. You don't have to... People don't expect you to keep these actual promises. What do you mean? You just make the promise and then blame somebody else when it doesn't happen later on. That's all you gotta do. Easy. Easy day one. Hey guys, if you vote for me, everybody gets $1 million. Hey man, where's my $1 million? Hey man, the people you don't like, they told me I can't give it to you. So you should vote for me harder. Oh, okay. Easy. Easy day one. Won by 200%. Speeches can be made in turns leading up to the election. The positive news is such that speeches can gather support from voter groups without you actually having to make any real proposals or promises. The bad news is each soundbite you pick will probably upset some voters as well as making some happy, so choose your sound bites wisely. Sound bites. Campaign speeches are only available 3 turns before an election. Okay. Fundraising. Oh, you better believe Comcast and YouTube are going to put all that money in. Raising funds for your election campaign is done partly through activists and partly through wealthy donors. Activists join and leave over time based on your actions. Big donors work the same way, but you can gauge their mood here and maybe predict how to stop big donors leaving before they get too mad. Okay. Top donors: Jeremy Ortiz and Devin Davis. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. They each gave $5. That's enough to cover the pizza, the delivery. Oh boy. Perceptions. Voter perceptions of your candidate and party can have an important influence on the undecided voters. In an ideal world, your party will be seen as high in all 3 perception measurements. Jeez. In practice, your policies probably prevent that, but you can compensate with media events. Don't waste media events too far from an election, as their effects will wear off over time. Others are foreign ministers or cabinet ministers. So we got foreign policy, welfare, economy, taxes, public services, law and order, and transport. Okay. And then we got to worry about the GDP. Fun. Environmentalists love pizza. Who knew? Yeah. Well, I mean, pizza comes from the environment, so you got to love the environment if you love pizza, right? I guess. All right. So income is down, expenditure is up, deficit's down, and debt is down, or at least trending down. Okay. Finances influence value, popularity. Okay, we spent some of our points. We got to spend more. What is all this to? Mandatory microchip implants, wiretapping, ID cards, curfews, detention without trial, internet censorship, police drones, torture usage by secret services, and secret courts. We have tasers, firearm laws, armed police, CCTV cameras, intelligence services, and press freedom. All right, we got to remove that right away. Effectiveness poor. Well, it didn't say anything about, yeah. It looks like there's really not too many well, there's the Environmental Alliance. Uh-oh. The pizza extremists. Policy ideas. Foreign policy. Border Navy, diplomatic service, foreign investment restrictions, import tariffs, international fusion research project. Ooh, that's cool. Tourism ad, border wall, drone strike act, national service. So these are ones we have going on now. Are you sure you want to implement this policy? Not at the moment, no. How do I close this? There. Welfare. Oh, actually, maybe some of this will help our drug addiction and stuff. All right, hold on. Like alcohol awareness, ban second home ownership. Oh. Rent control, synthetic meat research grants. Oh, hell no. The anti-Wendy's policy. It's fresh, never frozen at Wendy's. tobacco awareness, universal basic income, welfare fraud department. Ooh. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Estimated popularity with voters. Yeah, let's make sure nobody gets any sort of fraud. Preventing fraud's good. When government gives so much money out in welfare payments, it's essential that the money is correctly targeted and not exploited by people making spurious claims. Dedicated fraud department will detect false claimants, recover lost money, and reassure middle-income taxpayers that their taxes are being spent wisely. Although it can antagonize legitimate claimants. Whoa. Potential income could be from 356 million to 2.48 billion. Damn. It would increase our income by 2 billion. We're still short about almost $100 billion. We need. Does anyone in chat have a quick 100 billion you can loan me real quick? I'm just short 100 billion. Ban coal business startup campaign. Oh, that's good. What does that give us for money? Oh, only a couple million. We'll make more money from preventing fraud. Billion. Eco home regulation. Oh, here we go. This one's going to make us a lot of money. Foreign investor tax breaks. Now that sounds like something the government would do. We could make up 48 billion with that one. Not very popular with the voters, though. But it would increase foreign relations. But it would anger the patriots. Oh, you're right. That's a potential cost. But wait, what the hell is the benefit to us then? Because here it says high earnings. Oh, that would be happy. Oh, I see. You're right. We would be giving them tax breaks for external, not internal, not external. Okay. All right. Never mind. That makes sense. What is that? Helicopter money? What the hell is that? Government effectively prints free money and hands it directly to citizens for them to spend. Normally the amount is fixed and can be withheld from those on high incomes, like all money printing is. Oh. Very popular with voters. We can print money right before the election. Perfect. Free money. Mars program, maternity leave. National Business Council. All these are costs. We need to get some money back. Where are we going to make some money? Ban Sunday shopping? What? Oil drilling subsidy. Hold on. Oh, that would cost us too? How would that possibly cost us? Well, I guess we would be giving them money. I thought there'd be like, an ROI. Like, is there no return on it? Yeah, sure, the government gives, $200 billion up front, but where's my money? It's my money and I need it now. J.G. Wentworth has run for president. Automation tax. Oh, here we go. Ooh, we'd make somewhere between 1.28. Oh, and no popularity with the voters at all on this one. Oh, no. Let's only consider ones where maybe perhaps people will vote for. Will care about it. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a cost, of course. Frequent flyer tax. Popular with the voters. Well, wait a minute. That could cost us anywhere from 18... Wait. It would only cost 18 million, but could give us 215 million to 21 billion dollars. Taxes charged only for passengers taking multiple flights per year. The idea is to reduce the amount of air travel, normally for environmental reasons, while allowing the average income citizen access to the air travel for occasional holiday. I mean, it's popular and it would get us money. And it is 12. Yeah, it would be 12. All right. Let's hold on to that one for later. Popular and makes us money. That's pretty much all we're looking for, because we need to be popular and we need money. That's all it is. Graduate tax. Oh, yeah. Nah, that seems like a horrible idea. Actually, too, we're having educational problems, so we don't want to do that. Health food subsidies. No income there. An internet tax. No, Comcast. No. Just no. A mansion tax. Here we go. 26 billion? Oh, it would take 26 points to implement that one. Look at that. Taxes on Twitch subs, yeah. Married tax allowance. Oh, they would get a tax break for getting married? Yeah. Well, that would help with population, probably. Get married and have kids. Packaging tax. Ooh, that would only cost 9 and will get us somewhere between 2 and 20 billion. That wouldn't be too bad. Plastic bag tax. Nobody wants that one. Even the environmentalists are like, well, wait a minute. Our biggest opposing group is the environmentalists, but I'm going to do a policy that they would like, and it's not even 1% popular? That means that they're not a very powerful group then. Ooh. Oh, I think we might have to do a plastics tax. 100% popularity and only cost 9 points. Public tax returns. Nobody wants that. No cost, but no income. And it would cost 14. Nope. Punitive tax on superstores. 13 and give us 33. Ooh. Recreational drug tax. We are having a drug problem. Religious tax. That would be 0% popular. Well, maybe not. School tax credits, 45 billion. Also, I think the income at the top is per turn, isn't it? And each turn is 3 months. So every 3 months we're earning $800 billion. Just over. All right, I think we should go with the plastics tax and the packaging tax. That earns us money and it's popular. And 9 points doesn't seem like that much. But it would fix one of the problems that we're having with the... what was it? Surplus GDP. Implementing a new policy can cause ripple effects in your society for better or worse. It also comes with implementation cost of political capital. Are you sure you want to make this decision? Yeah, sure. Oh, we can also kind of affect the... Oh! That's cool. Not only could you set the policy, but you can also kind of... like set the maybe how how high the tax will be. It doesn't show a change to the income though. There doesn't seem to be any changes happening. I'll just leave it as medium. Locked in. Cool. Okay, let's do that other one too, because we need money. If we're going to do any of these other policies, you know, we need more money. Yeah, you guys can throw all the packaging into Boston Harbor you want, chat, but I'm not undoing it. It's for safety and trust, okay? I trust you to trust me with your safety. Thank you. All right, what was the other one? Plastics tax or plastic bag? So as my first act as president, I'm raising taxes. Great. Wait, that's only going to get us 13 billion? Well, we got to start somewhere. Oh, I am seeing a little bit of a change to the GDP. We'll apply it. Why don't you tax imports? I mean, if they have it, we could try that. Let's see if there's imports too. Cryptocurrency taxation. I haven't even gone through them all. But, I don't know. Let's move on to public services. We're not going to solve all of our problems in the first turn. But at least we did raise our income from like almost 800 billion to almost 830 billion. So that's good. Now the deficit is only 77 billion. Let's see. A CO2 campaign. And we've got 13 points left, so... Now we got to think of maybe perhaps these other policies would help our other problems, which are education, drugs, and, well, the economy, but we kind of already worked on that. Maybe law and order? The right to die. You will not die without permission, trooper. That is a direct order. Needle exchange program. That's not good. It'll help the addicts get clean needles for their needs while also offering to help them getting clean and living a normal life again. Conservatives may see this as enabling. Liberals see it as a good way to fight drug abuse in the long run. Well, that's going to almost take all of our political points. It would increase health, but, well, health is a problem too, but... Ban divorce, is it? Oh, it is. 55% popular. What? Who would care about that? Conservatives and religious, and that'd be it. Unexplained wealth orders. What? A break with the normal assumption of innocence until proven guilty. Unexplained wealth orders allow prosecution where a wealthy individual cannot explain where their wealth comes from. Controversial, but an effective policy against career criminals. Well, that's going to literally give us no income. Flags on every street corner. Amen, brother. Gambling, general meat. Now remember, they said red is kind of like supposed to be bad, so... But I mean, this might help with the drug problem somewhere. I don't see where, though. Maybe police drones? That would take half our income. I think we gotta, like... Damn. Ooh, bus lanes. Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Bicycle subsidies. I wonder if bicycle subsidies would help with health. Oh, it does. Look at that. Lowers obesity, increases health. It costs us about $1 billion. For bike lanes? All right, let's go down the Dutch initiative. Seems like a cheap way to get people healthier a little bit. Cheap little boost. Just a little pick me up. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, we can go extreme into the biking. Oh, this is health tax credits. Holy crap. Going down that bicycle subsidies affects all that? Wow. Yeah, let's go with the bikes. Health plus 3. Health plus 4. Go, baby. Go. Go all in on the bikes. Go all. Bikes are cool, man. Let's see. What else is there? Was that under public service? No, that was transport? Oh, yeah. What else is there? Ban low mile per gallon cars. Ban women from driving. Wow. Close airports completely. Hell, no one gets out alive, baby. Shut them down. Driverless car laws. Free bus passes. Ooh, all that. Oh, everybody would like that. That cost a lot of money, though. Toll roads. Satellite road pricing. What? What the hell is that? An expensive system that requires transponders to be fitted to everyone's car and keep track of what roads people use and when. Allows per road pricing per car use. Oh, it's roadways as a subscription service? Oh, that's the future. Allows per road pricing for car usage, which gives local authorities fine control over reducing congestion without burdening motorists in more remote rural areas who have no alternative transport system. Wow. Look at the income on that. $50 billion? Holy hell. And it's 63% popular? Okay, another strike against cars. Oh man, Ford is going to have me killed. I'm going to... Oh boy. Wait, I don't know if capitalists would like that. I mean, on one hand, yeah, it would generate a hell of a lot of money. On the other hand, wouldn't people not want to... Okay, it's like we're banning cars and we're going all bikes. Damn. Yeah, if it ain't Dutch, it ain't much. I mean, that $50 billion is kind of... I kind of, you know... But it's for safety, guys. You know, it's a safety thing to keep track of where everybody is. You know, for safety. Oh, this will go over well. Apparently, it's popular. Wow, that's going to help the GDP by 23%. Could you imagine that? Holy hell! That's insane. Wait, it increases CO2 emissions by 27%? No, that must lower it. Yeah. So it's going to lower CO2 emissions, lower obesity, because people are going to be taking bikes, which we already have a bike policy for anyway. It's going to reduce our demand of oil by 16%. Oh my God, that's crazy. We're going to have to pick this policy in the future. I don't know how I can float more. We're going to need more points in the future. I need to get how much? We don't have enough. It's got to be spendy. How much is this? 45. We have 11. It's 45. Wow. We got to go down that one. That's going to solve all our problems. That's amazing. Oh, I think all the red ones are ones we don't have capital for. Oh, okay. But these are definitely ones we should look at because they're pretty important. I don't think we're going to solve any more problems here through the policy menu. Maybe more through public service. Let's see. Compulsory food labeling. It would help obesity and health. And people with plant-based diets. Only for $1 billion. We got to get that health up, but nobody really cares about it. 0%. Foreign language classes. Oh. Ooh. This all seems good. Super popular with everybody. Helps international trade, foreign relations, racial tension, education, foreign investment, tourism, youth. Patriots would be a little mad about it, but this seems like the no-brainer right here. This one. Get our popularity up. If we get our popularity up too, we earn more points. But I got to find out a way to. I wonder how we float more points. Answer to all the red policies, won't somebody please think of the children? Yeah, that's true. Somebody needs to look at the kids. Alright, so... Oh, compulsory school sports. That probably would help with health, too. Oh, not very popular, though. Alright, foreign language is only 5. We don't have to spend them all, but... Alright. Yeah, well, let's let it roll. Wait, this is some other policy. Foreign language, yes. I mean, this seems pretty good. Okay, we have 6 points. Let's just go to the next turn and see what happens. Yeah, we have 6 points. The transport guy is a little irritated with us. Which, actually, the biking thing probably should have helped. Oh yeah, maybe new cabinet members will get us more, yeah. Some of these guys aren't very experienced, but it makes sense. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Alright, we're locked in. Well, I think we'll go to our next turn, because there's not really much I want to, or can probably do. Let's roll. Whining and dining the media. Recruiting internet trolls. Is that you, chat? You're firing anybody under 50% loyalty. Children's food. There's an urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. Oh, yeah. I should have put labels on it. I was right. The Evangelical Alliance are holding town hall meetings to express their anger at the current government. Loyalty of your ministers are supportive. Okay, good. Global economy is doing well. Good. There's a deficit of 81.31 billion. We need to reduce spending or raise taxes. Only 42% will vote for you in the next election. No, I'm currently president. Yeah, this game doesn't have anything to do with running for office until you're already in office. So you got to run again. But I'm not sure how it implements things like, like in the United States it's every 4 years. I don't know what it's like in Japan or Italy or whatnot, but I don't know if the game takes into account different political cycles. I'm not sure. Can we outlaw ads on YouTube? No. That wouldn't generate infinite amount of profits. Well, let's try the children food thing. A law has been proposed to regulate the fat, salt, and sugar content and nutritional value of food sold to children, including food sold in fast food restaurants and, of course, food served in schools. It's likely to incur costs for the food retailers. Leave the law unchanged. You cannot interfere with the free market. This is the state interfering in people's lives. If kids want to eat fatty junk food and their parents do not mind, then who are the politicians to tell people not to eat hamburgers? Amen, brother. Regulate children's food. Obesity is a major problem which has a severe impact on people's health. Marketing unhealthy food to people at such an early age is unacceptable. We should pass a law now to safeguard the future health of our citizens. We're still having a problem with health, I'm pretty sure. I should have checked that first. Because once you go into this menu, I wish we could go back, because I can't look at the stats this way. But I think we should regulate just to try to get that health number up. Can't please everybody, can't do everything, but we try. But this is probably going to be expensive. Health plus 7, parents plus 19. Oh, that didn't hurt too much. That was better. We did far greater than it did hurt. Capitalist and obesity are just 4 and 9. Actually, the obesity negative thing is good. So capitalists are only angry by 4%? That's fine. We'll just tax them more. That'll make them happy. Oh boy. Now we have 22 points. What did we get in that last turn? What's the breakdown? 9.55 for ministers. Ooh, 3 point. Okay, the popularity's going up. Majority turn 2.5. Now we're making a little less capital per turn, but that was to be expected. So we've got 22 points. I don't feel like that's a lot. Uh-oh, ComTube is... Oh, boy. Oh, 45% from the tax guy. I'd have to kill my tax guy. I mean, he'll have an accident. Ooh, potential ministers. High loyalty but low experience. High loyalty but low experience. Damn it. I don't know what gets us more points. Is their loyalty what gives us more points? I don't know. Damn it. You don't trust this guy, Antonio? Yeah. Well, he's pretty good at campaigning, though. I mean, eventually when it comes time, the tax guy could help with our budget for, you know, for the, our campaign. Maybe. I don't know how that's going to work. I kind of wanted to try out other nations, but it seems like there's not going to be too much of a difference, really. You pick a nation and it changes some of the things about that nation, like the population and certain starting things, but it feels like right when you start the game, things can just go crazy right after that. Okay, we got a security briefing. Uh-oh. Ooh, these guys just gained 11 million members. Let's do ID cards. Oh, not enough capital for that. Uh-oh. Curfews. Wiretapping. All that stuff's going to take... 58% of the people are in favor of a microchips. How wonderful. What's the best flavor of microchip? Barbecue? I don't know. I love this music, though. "14 turns left." So that's until the election year. And all these groups are gaining members. They're all going to be mad. What's their biggest gripe, though, with me? Like, can I see what they're mad about? It would be kind of interesting to see what they're yelling about and then try to address that. Oh, that's what that was. You're saying to hire people... Oh, I see that. Their number up there. So, like, we got 1.6, 1.3 per turn. That one's 0.9 per turn. Oh, this guy could go. We might need to get rid of this guy. How do we do that? Here we go. He's only giving us 0.9 per turn. These are rookie numbers. This guy's you know, getting out from it. Oh, look at this, 2.1. Not a lot of experience though. There's some really good experienced people. Wait, we can hire anybody, but they might not be good at taxes. Well, Savannah Lee is good at tax. Desired job tax. Experience at 38%. She sympathizes with the poor and people who are parents. That's good. We've helped out the parents recently with our school policies. But that's for taxes, though. There should be a way to filter by tax. Savannah Lee is a good candidate, I think. Ooh, 1.9 for Julie Flores. Oh, not so experienced, though. But campaigning, high. There's a good transport guy right there. All right, Savannah Lee, you're in. Antonio, beat it, pal. Foreign policy, welfare. Gotta get these numbers up. Who else is weak? Oh. Okay, public services. Melissa Torres at almost 1.8. Oh, she's... Other ministers lose loyalty when you fire another minister. He wasn't fired. He just had an unexpected life-shortening event. Nothing I could do. Ministry of Propaganda, yeah. Well, let's see everybody's loyalty now. Loyalty 52, 64, 56, 56. How much will we make now? 16.39 per turn. Well, it's all good. All right, we'll see if that loyalty goes up a little bit. I think we'll fire one each turn just to, you know, let them know that there's openings. We're always looking to do new hires. Let's see. So we've only got 21 points. ComTube is totally going to win. But, you know, they control the internet, so of course they're going to say that. It's like, if you don't vote for us, there'll be nothing but non-stop ads on YouTube. It's like, I'd lose in a heartbeat. Is there a way we can raise taxes? Oh, expenditure. This chart shows a breakdown of government expenditure. You can press X on any of the individual items for more detail. Cost of many items will vary over time depending on a variety of factors. Yeah, okay. Military spending at 167. State schools, we do have state schools. Huh. But there was a policy where we could turn that in. All right, debt, let's go ahead and just say we don't owe anybody any money. And if they say we do, then we'll use the military to then remove their country and add a new state. Foreign aid, only $5 billion in foreign aid. Jury trials. Oh, is this us spending money on ordering food for juries? $2 billion. Oh, I'd like to be on jury duty. It's like, what are we gonna have for lunch? We're going to Olive Garden. And by that I mean actually Italy. We could raise taxes, yeah. I'm not sure how, though. And that's how. Alright, guys, we're just gonna do a just a little. Okay, oops. So right now we only earn 407. Nah. Payroll tax. Government borrowing. Alright, can we cut expenditures somewhere? Highly trained, well-trained, light defensive reservists. Ceremonial only. Wow. Well, that would... Popularity with voters. What, to reduce spending? It's hard to tell, like, what does this mean? Popularity with voters. I think this means that a lot of people are watching this. Like this category. Overwhelming force. Well, brother, I mean, there's no other way. Highly trained or well-trained. Corruption, 26%. The hell? I'm gonna leave this alone for now. Child benefit. I don't want to touch that either. Efficiency with which government money is spent, 94%. That's pretty good, actually. Corruption's at 25, a whopping 25. Ooh, nuclear weapons. I don't know. None of these options are popular. It's either like lower military spending or raised taxes, and both are like kind of nah. Like, brother, I want tanks and helicopters, but I don't want to pay for them. Sell nukes to pay off the debt. Yeah, who's looking to buy some nukes? Anybody have a look? Give them away for $50 billion. Ooh, that packaging tax is bringing in $11 billion. Nice. That's like 1%, 1.2%. Not bad. And that car tax, 2.1. Sales tax at 4. Can we adjust sales tax? We can. Ooh, that would cost 16. Not popular with the voters. And that would increase poverty. Corporation tax. Immediately do that. They don't need it. I don't see a lot of handing down the savings to the consumer. So you guys are getting taxed. Actually, how much will that give us? 62 billion? Pretty good money. Cryptocurrency adoption. You could adopt a crypto now? Okay, I increased corporate tax a little bit, I think. I don't know. What's income tax at right now? It doesn't actually give like a percentage. I don't see a number here. Well, that's fine. I think we'll do all of our angering now and then just try to... I guess it's interesting to make your most sweeping changes early, because then when it makes everybody mad, you can just spend the rest of the time trying to chill out the people who got mad. Alright, so let's cut expenditures a little bit if we can. Now we're only left with 4 points. I don't think there's much we can do with that. We can implement a tax on plastic bags. Oh, health food subsidies. What are our problems now? What are our big problems? Where do we go to see that again? Ah, here we are. GDP 52, health 55, hey, that's good. Education up at 61, but oh man, wait, crime was at 69. Now it's down to 67. And poverty, I don't remember where that was. Yeah, crime is bad. We started with it bad though. It was at 69%. We dropped it down by 3%. Or 2. Well, hopefully more. We'll see. D is now a member? One bear. Coffee mug. Congratulations on 1 year as a member, D. Thank you very much for your support. And this one's for you and me. Mostly for me. Keep focusing on crime. Yeah, I think we should definitely do that. Like first we got to get some money, and then we can try to spend that money on drones and fingerprinting. And you'd think the thing where we would use microchips to track everybody's car would also be something for any sort of surveillance, would be good for that. Okay, well that's better. All right, let's roll that dice. Let's go on to the next turn. Maybe we can make it to our first election. I was mostly spending all this time kind of just learning. There's a national outrage as several acts of discrimination against women's rights are reported around the country. News reports across the country are saying that the damning indictment of our society, the electorate is demanding lawlessness and gender inequality be addressed by the government. That's a crime issue, so we'll definitely deal with that. Credit rating downgraded. Major international credit agencies have downgraded the status of your government's debt. It's likely to have a knock-on effect as GDP foreign companies become wary of investing in our economy. Major donor abandons party. Jackson King, in a case of mistaken identity, forensic evidence proves innocent beyond all doubt. Uh-oh. Death penalty will lead to deaths in some cases of entirely innocent citizens. Whoa, what, whoa. Hold on a second. Just before this turn, we were at 45%. Now 67% of the people say they'll vote for us? Wow. Wait, budget? Government's got a deficit of 69. Nice. We gotta get that crime down, though. Alright. Well, let's deal with the women's rights issues. National outrage is several acts of discrimination. Oh, we read that. So what do you want me to do? Or is this just like a notification? Hey, Gus, thanks for the 34 months. Hope you rested after holiday. I feel good, man. Thanks for being here. I don't know what I can do to address that, though. Well, it says demanding lawlessness and gender inequality be addressed by the government. So they're just telling us, hey, keep working on the crime issue. So it's like, I'm working on it. But hey, at least the most important thing is working. Okay, Evangelical Alliance. Oh, they lost members. Okay. Campaign for family values. All right. So things are not as bad as they seemed. And look at that. The deficit is only 69. Nice. All right. Oh, and Comcast is falling off. All right, boys. All right. Hey, you guys need to pick it up. Otherwise, you're all getting fired. Clear out the whole cabinet. Get to work. All right, let's deal with the... what's our points at? 21. Okay. So let's deal with crime and... women's issues, but I don't know what I can do for that. Public services, question mark? All right, free eye test for the ladies. Ladies, you're all getting free eye tests. Because I, for one, can see that many of you have not hit the like button and subscribed. You must not be able to see where it is. So we'll... And it's going to be for everybody. All right, global... international free eye test, but everybody's got to move to our country, become a citizen, and give us all their money. And then you get a free eye test. You want me to fire Kelly? Look, Kelly is a trusted member of this cabinet, all right? And I think probably firing a lady at this point is probably not a good idea. I don't think that'll affect anything in the game, but do you know what I mean? All right. National anthem at the start of the news. Which anthem? Organ donation. Public libraries, that help people good read make better. Reforestation. Oh, people are all down with that. Oh no, yeah. Unemployment will go down because more forests? Oh, it also would help health with respiratory disease. But for 7 points, all right. Anyway, we got to work on... so what's interesting is, I think if we go to other countries, it'd be interesting to see... Like, I want to save here and then see, like, what the problems in Germany would be. Or, like, Italy. Or Great Britain. Like, what... I wonder what those would be. Can we... Is there a way we could save? I don't know if there's a way we could save. Oh, we can. All right, let's save here. America. Make sure you want to delete the autosave. No, I want to overwrite the autosave. Okay. All right, cool. All right, let's go check out some other countries, too. Although I like how this was going. I thought this was going quite well for the U.S. But how do I start a new country? Panicking about approval rating. I think we were doing all right. Things were actually kind of going well. Let's pick a new country, though, just to kind of freshen things up a little bit. And luckily, we won't have to deal with tutorial guys, so things will be a lot faster. Okay, so USA was like 1 difficulty. UK and Japan are very hard. France, not so much. Canada apparently is easy mode. Australia, Germany, Italy, South Korea. Let's try the Germans. Let's call ourselves the Justice League. All right, we'll be the Justice League, and we'll be fighting against science, because science and justice don't go together well. What is this? Oh, the Germans have 3 parties. Okay, we need to also be against the... Yeah, that'd probably be a very unpopular party right there. Or maybe not. People's Choice. The People's Choice Award goes to the government. All right, we got justice, science, and what's the last one? Holy justice? Oh, come on. You can't do that. That's all right. The futurist? No. The National Technocrats Party, the Equality. Oh, Phantom. Damn it. What sounds cool? All right, we'll be against industry. Take that. Oh, we can rename them, whatever we want. All right, let's check out the Germans. Let's just take a little peek. Awarding government contracts to buddies. Ooh, why is the music for Germany so sinister? Welcome to democracy. Willkommen. Congratulations on your election victory. Why is the music like this? At the recent election, your party won with a majority of 10%. Good. This will give you some political power to implement your policies. But soon, we will be capable of unlimited power. Welcome to your new job as Chancellor. Yes. Alright, GDP is 70%. Oh, wow, Germany's got it all figured out. There is a hell of a lot of crime. Look at that education. Smart criminals. We got a lot of smart crime. Yeah, people are stealing other people's brains. Like, you can't have two brains. That's interesting. I like seeing the mix-up of the problems. So it seems like no matter who we play as, those will be the major issues, is GDP, health, education, unemployment, crime, and poverty. Which, interestingly enough, like, those are the last... Actually, kind of the last four are directly tied with each other. Like, education. If you have a good education, you probably have a job. If you have a pretty good job, you're probably not going to turn to crime. And if you're so busy working, you're probably not going to be impoverished. That's not always the case. There's many more factors than that, but okay. Oh, we only started with 15 political points? Oh boy. We'll do a turn or two as Germany. And then, who should we play as next, chat? Italy? Maybe we'll go through them all just to peek and see what happens. But the Germans have, like, sinister music. Why did it change for them? Like, America was all like... Oh, is it different per nation? Like, America was very much like, drums and, like... It felt like high school marching band music. Aaron, thank you very much for the Raptor Egg membership. Appreciate the support. All right, let's do... So the biggest thing here is crime. The Germans need to start cracking down on crime. This helps with national security, but we need something to help with... what are we gaining per turn? 15? Wait a minute. Didn't I fire your ass? Oh my god, look who's back. This guy, he changed his name. His name now is Bertram Lehman, but sir, nice try, Antonio. He got fired in the U.S., moved straight to Germany to become the foreign tax minister. Same job as he had last time, by the way. Alucard, thanks for the 42 months. Yeah, speaking of 42, yeah, that's our unemployment too, wasn't it? All right, let's start changing some law and order policies. Let's get a special victims unit and have Ice-T be the lead detective. National Armed Forces Week. Legal aid, gated communities, drug enforcement agency, community policing. Very popular. Ooh. It would drop down crime, violent crime, antisocial behavior, and unemployment too. And for only 1 point? Oh, we kind of have to do this one. Do a whole neighborhood watch. But it would cost us somewhere between, oh boy, 170 million and 1 billion. Actually, that's not that bad. Our debt is 1.96 trillion. France, can I have money? Yeah, we have to do this one. It's only using one of our political points, so that's kind of a must do. And let's go full into it, because we need to deal with crime. We need to get some strike drones, too. Yeah, we were broke to start with. Look, that was the other guy's problem, okay? Here in the Justice League, we're here for justice. And interestingly enough, we chose the name Justice for the, the setup that has the worst problem with crime. Witness protection program? That would stop violent crime and organized crime. I don't think we're having a... Does it break down, like, our crime problem? Like, how much of our crime is actually... Like, what type of crime are we talking about? Like people not bringing their cart back at the grocery store? Oh, there we go. Damn it. Organized crime is at 22%, and alcohol abuse too. Oh my! Are we gonna? Oh, could you imagine canceling Oktoberfest in Germany? Oh, I'd be banned from ever like mentioning the country, let alone just being lived. Like they'd kick me out immediately. Antisocial behavior. So we need to deal with organized crime. We got a big problem with German mafias. All right, so we got to pick that other policy then, because it was good against organized crime. All right, so that's witness protection program. So we're activating that one. Full protection. So our biggest problem here is crime. And I am not very popular right now, it seems. Drug Enforcement Agency. Kind of popular. It would also deal with organized crime and violent crime. Good. Okay. And maybe a little something to do with the unemployment. Business startup campaign. More people would become self-employed. Ban divorce. National Business Council. Would help the GDP. Trade Council. International Trade and Foreign Relations. Young Entrepreneur Scheme. That's going to take too long. Let's just do the business startup campaign. And then we've only got 4 points left. So I guess we could float to the next year or a season or whatever. So it looks like we only get 16 turns on this one. There's an urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention. Ban alcohol adverts. We did have a problem with alcohol abuse, so we certainly need to think about that. It's a proposal for a law to outlaw the advertising of alcohol on television. Although it would remain legal to advertise on radio, billboards, and other means, a TV ban is seen as a potential way to reduce intake by our citizens. May not stop alcoholism overnight, but a TV ad ban is a step in the right direction. Advertisers have been increasingly aggressive with their advertising, with a worrying tendency towards marketing their products at the youth market. Anything we could do to reduce alcohol consumption is worth trying. Enact every policy that has the word ban in it? Yeah. Well, the liberals are mad, but it just cut alcohol consumption by 20% overnight. I love how it said, that may not stop alcoholism overnight, which he's right, but it immediately, within 3 months, cut alcohol consumption by 20%. That should also like affect the economy. You know how much taxes would be related to that? Oh my God. All right, deficit's only 18 billion. Just a small 18 billion, guys. Beer ban equals assassination. Yeah, let's see the agencies against us now. I see. How did crime turn out? Damn, crime is still at 72%. It's only been 3 months, but it's barely even done anything. Our data is showing that we will have potentially bad situation on multinational tax evasion on our hands if we do not act soon. Global economy is doing okay. Ministers are loyal. Deficit. Approval rating disappointing. Actually, I think it went up. Alright, what's the issue? Imagine banning beer in the Czech Republic. Don't question my powers. I could do it. Maybe welfare would help with crime. Educational programs for women's health care, that's not going to help crime. Good thing, though. State housing, maybe? No. Seems like our biggest problem is still organized crime, right? The mob wants me dead. 100%. How do I look at those other issues? Oh, there. Okay. Damn, organized crime's still sitting at 22%. It's like hasn't even budged. Organized crime includes gambling. Oh, it's mostly gambling and people like selling illegal cigarettes and cryptocurrency. All right. Alcohol consumption at 64%, which is 28% of the GDP. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, well, we're gaining 16 per turn. A border wall. Well, that didn't work for the Germans before. It ain't gonna work now. Unless... No. No, David Hasselhoff is still alive. We would be powerless to stop him. Tax shelters, vertical farm... No, none of that's gonna help our problems. But tax... Oh my god. An automation tax would bring in maybe $23 billion. That could solve all of our problems. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Possibly 11. Deficit is now at only $6 billion. Let's go, Germany. Still need to do more law and order. National Armed Forces Week, but that's not gonna... Legal aid, no. No. Ooh, anti-corruption agency would be great for, oh, I thought that would be good for, organized crime. Gonna have to find some other way to do it. State airline. Ban everything, yeah. Congestion charging. Charging every vehicle that enters a city per day. Wow, okay. Clean fuel, that ain't gonna be a thing. That ain't gonna help us. Alright, what about the economy? We could boost the economy, which could help GDP. But it seems to only help certain sectors. Yeah. Yeah, jobs, that's true. And jobs would probably help the whole organized crime problem we're having, maybe. So maybe economy. What would help to boost jobs? Small business grants? Oh, yeah. And that would only cost us... Oh, boy. Well, that would cost us a bit. But it would boost both the GDP and also small business owners. So, what's up, Axel? I think we go for it. Gonna take 10, but you know, it is what it is. Let me just make sure I'm pulling the right one. We'll go with it. We'll go down the middle. Go down the middle on that one. All right, only 4 points. Let's see how things go. Nothing too crazy in national security. Whining and dining in the media. Hope that's a tax write-off. There's an urgent policy question. Cluster bomb ban. An engineering company in our country has just won a contract to manufacture and supply cluster bombs for foreign countries. At the moment, there are no specific laws that prohibit the company from making these products, but there's widespread public debate that we should ban the production of cluster bombs within our borders. Cluster bombs cause so many civilian deaths, there really is no way we should condone the manufacture of such weapons. They are a cruel weapon, and there is no justification for their use today. If banning these weapons costs a handful of jobs, then that's the price we should be happy to pay. We need those jobs, though. And someone else needs those munitions. It's very easy to say that we should ban the manufacture of cluster bombs, but what next? Stop making guns, handcuffs? This should be the next step. Oh, slippery slope, boys. It'd be the next step towards dismantling our whole arms industry, which would cost jobs and hurt investor confidence. Not the job of the state to interfere with in what products a company manufactures. Well, that's going to be rejected. We need those jobs. Liberals are mad. They're mad about their beer and their cluster munitions. Those are like a liberal's two favorite things, apparently. Actually, wait, they're not even that mad. They're still in the green. All right. They're fine. All right. What's our biggest expenditure? State pensions. Okay, let's go to... Wait, let's take a look at our crime. Ooh, crime down to 68%. All right. Yeah, crime went from, what, 72? Unemployment went down to 34%. What was unemployment at before? 42? Oh. Although, I like how we're making improvements to all these things, yet people are furious. Upper left corner, you can see what chance they're going to possibly re-elect us. We have no chance. Our data is showing that we have potentially bad situation for prison overcrowding. Just make crime illegal. That'll solve that. Perfect. All right. Very nice. All right, let's save for the Germans. Germany's cool. All right, let's take a look at another country too. I want to see what the situational setup are for each of these. Been fascinating. Make gambling legal. I mean, that's where all the organized crime was coming from. All right, let's do another new game. The Germans, yep. All right, so we've done the Americans, the Germans. I don't know if we'll have time to check them all out, but let's just quickly go in order. I want to just take a peek at the political situation of each of these. All right, let's go to the UK, the United Kingdom. Looks like they have 3 parties, so we'll do the Unionists, Equality Party, and the Absolute Unity Party. That sounds cool. Oh wow, the British even get the same. I wonder why this music plays. This must play when you have a low approval rating. That's probably what it's got to be. I'm now Prime Minister. Cool. Oh, I get to be at Downing Street? Sweet. GDP 54. All right, so this is going to be based on the economy. Health is good, but we're going to have to boost the economy. Education, unemployment, crime at least is kind of like okay. Not great, but you know. 20 turns left for us. Oh, we have no approval at all. We have like 0. That's when this music plays, is when you have low approval. That's got to be it. Okay, so let's start by boosting the economy. What worked for us before? Ooh, this will actually help technology grants. Ooh. That's 10, though. That's a lot. Hey, our deficit's not too bad, though. 24 billion. It says I'm ineffective. It's my first day. Come on, you can't hold me accountable. Workers on boards. State telecom. Yeah. So what's going to best affect the... If we raise the GDP, that lowers the deficit. And then if we put things into education, which is going to be incredibly expensive. Alright, we got to start small for our first move. Let's do... What are we gaining per turn? 14. That's bad. Okay, so let's do something for education. That's expensive. Desalination plants? Keep the country tidy. Regulate social media. Oh, actually, that might... Oh, here we go. Like youth clubs? That'd be good. Doesn't seem to help education, though. University grants. That would boost education, state employees. Wow. 13 points, though. Damn. School vouchers. Private schools equality. That could cost us 26 billion. That almost doubles the deficit. Man, this one's going to be hard. This is also the highest difficulty, too. This is one of the more higher difficulties. Man, I don't know what one like directly would affect schools. Maybe welfare? No. Well, childcare might help education somehow. No? Economy tax, public services, automation tax. Not very popular. Could help to solve that. Okay, we're going to do an automation tax because that's going to help the deficit. And any policies that I put forward in the future are going to hurt the... we need to generate more money. This might hurt GDP, but it doesn't say it does. So I'm going in. I'm going in. All in, boys. Then 1 to public services. Free parenting classes? Ooh, that boosts the population. Youth politics only helps youth. Plus, we don't want them getting in our way. Teaching the youth about the government could get them in the way in the future. Law and order, nah. Transport, a lot of these are kind of eh. We could float some points to the next season. How many can we hold? Maximum 28. We're gaining 14. So that'll be alright. Alright, let's do it. Wait. Yeah, we're good. Recruiting internet trolls. Urgent policy. Hunger strike. Convicted terrorist has gone on a hunger strike demanding he will be allowed visits from people thought to be associated with his terrorist groups. We do not have the evidence to arrest his colleagues and are currently banning all visits for the prisoner, but it does look like he'll go through with his hunger strike threat and may die in his cell. I'll deal with it. Shouldn't have chose terrorism. Alright. He was convicted, so you know. He'll get hungry at some point. As we all know, British food is amongst some of the best, so he can't resist forever. Huh? Alright. So we don't need to worry about security. Brits are pretty well behaved for the most part. Did I see something about cloning? I did. Human cloning research grants. Wow. Oh, that boosts the population right there. School vouchers. I think we looked at that one before. Technology colleges. There we go. And that seems to be very popular. And it'll only cost us $1 billion at the most. I'm getting locked in with that one. Boom. Hey, what's up, Bubba? Okay, and then yeah, that's called the Thatcher maneuver. We could do a little taxing. Deficit's really not that bad. It's more like we're kind of limited on options on what we can do for the public. Basically, what we want to do is make sure each of these are green. So health and poverty are okay. GDP, education. Let's create some jobs. Let's see if we can make some jobs with our current points. What do we got? 12? We might be able to make something work with that. Business startup campaign. Oh, only 2 points. And costs only 92 million. Locked in. Let's let some people own their own businesses. Let's go. That's some freedom right there, brother. Where was that? Economy. Small business grants. Yep. Wait, that's... Ooh. Well, we could do both. Oh, that would spend all of our points, wouldn't it? And then we'll go for the other one. Small business grants are also popular at 10. That would spend all of our points, but... Oops. Seems like a good move, though. So economy, small business grants. Boom. Alright. Let's go forward and see what happens. Attend a gay wedding. That sounds pretty gay. Let's go. Probably gonna be a good cake. A super popular celebrity is getting married, and you're invited as one of the guests. Yep. We're going. That'll be good press. Be like, did you see? You know how I'd eat that cake. Be like, this is some good ass cake. Damn. That's some really good. What is this? That's actually pie. Oh. I thought it tasted different. All right, let's see. Plus, it was probably an open bar. It's probably an open bar. I can't say no to that. 11 billion on the deficit. Ooh. That's not bad. That's not bad. 14 points. Transport? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, wait. So now we got to see what our problem is, right? So the biggest problem is still the economy. We kind of did some stuff to fix that. And education. So 14. University grants would continue to help education. And that's going to cost us how much? What the? 3 billion? If we can get the GDP up, that I could imagine the GDP at least getting us up 10 billion. So we'd have to make up for, we at least want to try to break even. Let it roll. Go for those university grants. Lock it in, boys. First minister had what now? Oh yeah, our ministers are getting us plus 10. Popularity, though, people do not like us. No, we're not very popular in this country. Not yet. Not yet. They'll soon learn to love us by force. All right, let's see. Let's go to another nation now. I like seeing all their problems and seeing how they like come up with their positions. On to another one. Blaming the previous government. Alright, let's do Japan. That seems fine. Oh, you can also turn up and down the difficulty too. Bum 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 bum. Internet trolls. Yeah, I'm Prime Minister too. Health and education are pretty solid for Japan. There's just a couple issues. So, unemployment and GDP are kind of tied together, as well as crime and poverty's in there too. 43% poverty. We have 20 turns. Crime we want down. Same with poverty. Well, let's start with the jobs. State energy company, small. I always feel like this is going to be the best. These kinds of things. Wow, we only start with 14 points though. I feel like these will have the best payoff overall too, because if you help people to start small businesses at the beginning, like anything you can do, education or business, that'll have like continuous ROI, right? Like if you give them, a grant for small businesses, it'll take a while for people to make businesses, but the longer it's around, the more businesses that will be made, and the more that you'll have for your GDP. Whoa. Japan has a 23 trillion deficit. Debt is over. Well, it doesn't even say. That can't be. That can't be 1,328 yen. Well, that's not even a million. I think that's probably trillions. Well, let's go with the. Yeah, let's go with that. Manage democracy. Yeah, we're gonna manage to deliver democracy. Yeah. And then only 4 points. I think we're gonna have to float that. Or urgency on the policy question. Extradite terrorist suspect. A Middle East country with which we have no formal extradition treaty has requested that we extradite an immigrant living here and force them to face charges of terrorism. They accuse him of being responsible for car bombings in their capital city, but the only evidence they have of this is the confession of other terrorist suspects, which may have been made under duress. We're going to keep him here, I think. If we extradite this man, there may be a chance he will face the death penalty, or maybe not. We have no way of knowing if he'll get a fair trial. Cannot be sure he is the right man. Cannot extradite people just on a say-so of foreign governments. We need to see evidence of criminal activity before possibly send this man to his death. Yeah, that, but more like, how do I know they're not trying to save him, too? Like, that can happen, too, where it's like, oh, we need this guy to prosecute him. And they just let him free. Like, who knows? Goes both ways. All right. What else? We're having a teacher shortage. Oh. That's going to hurt education. We don't need that to become a problem. And at 70%, that's pretty low. And some of these take implementation time of a few quarters, too. Like micro generation grants take 2 quarters to implement, and then it takes time for those to like generate whatever you're trying to do. That would make education better. Religious banknotes. No, nobody cares about that. Well, that could get us 854 billion yen, which is not much. But still, it's something. Automation tax could pay off. Oh, at 4.53 trillion. That'll pay for future plans and might. That doesn't hurt the economy, but that could give us money to do more stuff. But let it ride. Let's focus more on the economy rather than taxes. Let's do business startup. These seem to just be no-brainers, these ones, to like try to stimulate people starting their own businesses. Because then you get lower unemployment that way, and lower unemployment means higher GDP. So again, that's 2 with 1. Let's do, what was it? Economy, business startup, locked in. And then do economy. Wow. We need more points for some of these. Capital controls? No. Mars program. Everybody wants us to go to Mars. Gonna lower unemployment. Rare earth metal mining. Increases productivity. Technology. That'll get that unemployment down. International trade, though, that'd be good. And it's cheap. And has a rather decent interest from the public. Can you insurrect? I don't know. There's no... Like, you have to maintain national security that, like, there'll be agencies or, like, organizations trying to overthrow you, it seems. And, like, I don't know what'll happen, like, when you get a high enough, what do you call it? Like, what is it? Like, this is your security briefing on who basically is trying to overthrow you. But I don't know what'll happen if these groups get more powerful. Maybe they'll try to violently overthrow you, or perhaps they will support the opposition as, like, collective donors. So, like, if there's 2 political parties and you're in the one that's currently the ruling class, one of those other groups could be manipulated possibly to be on your side somehow. Because you probably wouldn't be able to sway the opposition to be in opposition of their beliefs, but you could sway people who are supporting them, who don't identify as them, but want you dead. Or rather, out of office. I think we're going to go another turn. But how many can we hold? Maximum 30. We're gaining 15. All right, so we'll have 30 then. See if we can enact some big policies. Big. Uh-oh. Royal scandal. Uh-oh. A prominent member of the royal family has been accused of spending a suspicious amount of time with a convicted criminal. Despite that individual's sordid history being well known, this is being described as a best at poor judgment and worse, deeply suspicious. How will your government react? Support the monarch would be the Japanese way to do that, I'm pretty sure. Yep. 28. Where the hell's my 30 I'm owed? Some factors changed. That's all right. We'll charge the government interest and penalties on the interest, and then interest on those penalties, and then it'll just kind of loop into an infinity, just infinity symbol. Okay, so now that we're going back into economy, so what do we want to do for economy? Young entrepreneur scheme. Workers' dividends. Rural development. Wow. Thanks for all the follows, guys. Well, that's 6 quarters to implement. Yeah, some of these are crazy long. And it makes sense because, yeah, you'd have to ship out all these materials and build in an area that's rural. But it would improve GDP. I love it. Canada seems to have no difficulty whatsoever. We're gonna check out whoever's next. Organic farming subsidy. Nah. Welfare, meh. What about foreign policy? Would that do anything? Import tariffs. That'd be super popular and might help our GDP because... Oh, it hurt international trade. But that could cure our deficit and we could get a surplus. Let's get a surplus with Japan. See if we can actually do that. Then we don't have to worry about... It'll only come down to our tourism campaign. Like Japan needs that. They already got it. Oh, we could do both. It'll help with foreign relations. Is there a Switzerland? No, Switzerland does not exist. Nah, I didn't see it. Maybe in future updates, there could always be updates. And we're going to do tourism too. Switzerland would be interesting though. Got to deal with the Italians and the French, and the Germans. And that's just the languages that are spoken. Alright, so let's see if that rips up the deficit. That might take a while to implement. I wonder where you see... Like, once we implement a policy, if we forget about how many turns it'll be, I wonder if you can see how long it'll take to do that. Like, how much time is still pending. Alright, let's move forward with Japan one more time. And see if we get a surplus anywhere. Uh-oh. Major employer in our nation has just shut down one of its car factories, making thousands of citizens redundant. A drop in car usage in our population as well as poor labor productivity are being cited. Emergency powers are now in place, with the opposition parties allowing considerable freedom on the part of the government to respond to the current situation. Cyberbullying. GDP took a hit. Where do we see our credit rating? There. Income 33. Expenditure 61. Interesting, Japan. I think it'll take a while to pull that off. UK and Japan are the most difficult, it seems. Oh. All right, let's see another one. Another one. We got France, Canada. Oh boy, there's a few more to see. We're gonna have to speed up. Maybe only do one turn for each. I just want to see all the nations. Let's go to France now. The Holy Justice Alliance. Holy crap. Now I get to be emperor? Is that right? Oh, I get to be president. Oh. Alright, GDP, unemployment, and crime. Poverty, health, and education are okay. Crime is actually not bad at 45. Income, 133 billion. Deficit only 21 billion. And I think in this case we would just do the same policies over and over. It seems like the beginning moves are pretty much the same depending on what you're facing. Like for example, the like the tariffs and whatnot. Like that seems like a good move from the start. If we can. But it looks like here we don't have one. Oh, citizenship for sale. Or they're already enacted or something like that. So I think GDP would be the first thing we work on. Same policies as usual. Do business startup. We got 14 points. How many can we float? 28, and we're gaining 14.74 per turn. So we definitely do an economy one. Technology grants. That would help GDP. And would only take 2 turns to implement. I think we do that. And then 4 points are kind of eh. Corporate manslaughter bill. What? A new bill is proposed to allow a corporate entity to be prosecuted for manslaughter when they have been found guilty of negligence resulting in a loss of life. What? Wait, what would that? What? You could only. What are you gonna throw them in jail? Like you can't. Corporate entity to be prosecuted. The best you're gonna get away with on that one is money. You wouldn't get a CEO or anybody really to go to jail, I think. But all right, pass the law, I guess. Yeah, let's see some of the other nations too. Speeding things up now so we can take a look at everybody. Just to see what the sitch is in their country. Okay. On to, I think it was Canada next. Oh, Canada, bud. In these Wayne Gretzky, bud. All right, let's go. Canada. Then we got Australia, Spain, Italy, and South Korea. We already did Germany. Well, look at this. Difficulty in Canada, nothing. Like you just get in and you're immediately you're good to go. Canada. Oh, giving top jobs to family members. Tweeting random policy ideas. Panicking about approval ratings. I'm not panicking. I'm also elected Prime Minister. Wow, Canada, good GDP, good health, good education, pretty good on crime. No problem with unemployment and poverty, but you know, that'll come out with school. Only an $8 billion deficit. They're really needing to be focused here on unemployment and poverty, which is interesting because then that would just be welfare. And that's something we haven't been able to toy with too much, so let's try that. Educational programs for women's health care. Welfare fraud department. That would kind of affect... Wait, winter fuel subsidy. Really not a lot we can do here for, well, state housing maybe? Well, that would hurt, that would take a hit onto poverty. That would affect that in a good way. Oh, and private housing? Well, the housing sector would take a hit, but... Oh, Iceland? Yeah. I feel like you could do it's certainly possible to do every nation, but some aren't necessarily democratic and others aren't necessarily big enough, I think, to really have multiple factors pulling. But it seems like I guess we mostly have major players in the UN that are democratic, I guess. Or whatever. I'm not sure how they pick that, but it'd be interesting to know. Alright, so how did that do? I want to see the new policy thing. Stricter driving test. Tighten up the test, make no change. The current driving test may have been fine when cars went 20 miles per hour before 60. Oh, you want to make tougher driver's tests? Yeah, sure. That'll probably increase safety. It makes parents happier. Post-election boost. Good job, Canada. We've already won. We have beaten the game as Canada. Who else? Who's next? Spain, Italy, and South Korea, I think. We're only just gonna have a few minutes with them, but I just want to pick España. Canada already won. They had no problems. We banned problems in Canada, and everyone agreed on the law. The 500% vote. Uh-oh. This music means low approval rating. I forgot the difficulty for Spain. We're prime minister. All right, GDP, health, unemployment, crime, and poverty. But education here is good. It's like a 28 point. Looks like farmers, ethnic minorities, environmentalists are all kind of up in arms. Environmentalists and farmers are going to be interesting to try to balance both of those. All right, let's see the situation in Italy. This music's good. I feel like breaking news. That menu screen is totally like breaking news. Breaking news! Fun is had on video gaming. More at 11. All right. The Germans, yeah, we did the Germans, yeah. We're president of Italy. Oh, wow. Okay, things are not, like, horrible. Health is really good. GDP, health, it's all those Mediterranean fish, you know. But it looks like crime, the mob, and poverty. So a little bit of welfare programs for the impoverished. Which, if we break that down, it comes down to contributing a little bit of crime. Interesting. And finally, interestingly enough, South Korea, which seems to be the most interesting of them all. Just in terms of its location. Alright. On to South Korea. Panicking about approval. And we are president. GDP, health, education, no crime at all. 0% crime. Look at that. That's crazy. I guess you'd really just have to work on unemployment, which would help the GDP. And education ties into that. Wow. Points to float 40. Wow. And listen to the music too. The music's changed because they've got, you were elected, so you get a approval rating at the start, and your approval rating's already high. My God, I want to see what difficulty was that at? That was crazy. So difficulty for Italy, sorry, for South Korea, is 2. America's 1. And Canada's 0. Interesting. Interesting indeed. All right, if you are interested in this game as well, make sure you check down below in the description on YouTube, and Democracy 4's link there is there for you to get it on consoles today. So that Xbox, PlayStation, what have you, is all available there. Very interesting game. Much more about the management of a country than an election. I was expecting much more focused on like running for election and then running the country after that, but actually getting a lot more focus on actually running the country and then doing an election every 4 years. So it'll be interesting to see if the game lets you play beyond 4 years, just as a different person or whatever. Like maybe your political party can win again and you're playing as a different person, but whatever. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks to folks at Democracy 4 Console Edition for sponsoring today's stream. And we'll be back talking about all sorts of new games, which this one's new as of today, too. So if you haven't gotten it before and you have a console, this is a perfect game to get for today if you'd like to. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a bit. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for backseating and helping me with some decisions and policies, too. And I will see you all in just a little bit. Thanks again, guys, for watching.